What is happening, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be talking about who is the biggest winners and biggest losers, and there's going to be some wild cards. This is not in a particular section, so you're going to have to pay attention in depth of what I say. So it's not like in the first three slides are the winners, then the next two slides are losers, then in the last three are the biggest the biggest losers. It's a little bit out of order, so you know, but I'm just gonna sum up the biggest winners and losers. So first, the San Antonio Spurs, Wembanyama. Not only they got Wembanyama, they made the best of their team of the second round. They took Leonard Miller with their first second round pick, and the other pick they got Sadie Sissoko. Man, oh man, the Spurs they made the best of the draft. They got two or even three potential All Stars. I mean, well, one obviously is going to be an All Star dub, but they got two other potential All Stars. They got Leonard Miller, who's a rebounding beast of the team. Like a Wembanyama and Leonard Miller, and not forget if they plug in CD Sissoko. Oh my gosh, good luck getting a rebound over to San Antonio Spurs, man. The Spurs, I'm telling you, the Spurs. I love the way how they develop their team. They always get the best out of the players. They always build through the draft. They don't rushing the process. They kind of they build their team at their own pace. But once they finish building their team, they are like hard to stop. Man, pretty good team. Pretty good management. Shout out to the Spurs. Sissoko, Leonard Miller, and then now they got add that with Jeremy Sohan. Oh my goodness. Ooh, the Spurs are gonna be a really good team, man. Like Sissoko, he could play he's listed as a shooting guard, but he's like a 2 to 4 type of guy. Kind of like a Walmart Jimmy Butler. Wembanyama, come on, man. Wembanyama is definitely gonna be an all-time great for sure. And then Leonard Miller, he's like a Jaden McDaniels slash Lamar Odom slash Jared Vanderbilt type player. He could handle the rock pretty well. He rebounds incredibly good. So maybe a lineup something like Wembanyama, Leonard Miller, Jeremy Sohan, shooting guard could be Sissoko, and then the point guard is Trey Jones. Hey man, honestly, I won't be surprised if they make it to the playoffs, and then obviously maybe it might be a first round exit, but the Spurs they have a very bright future. Another fat winner is the Houston Rockets. My goodness. The Rockets didn't get the number one pick, but they got Man Thompson, who's a 6'7", 6'8" point guard. You know, he could don the ball pretty well, very athletic. His shooting is definitely not it, but man, other than that, he could be a good floor general and he could play really good defense. And not only that, they got Cam Whitmore. They robbed the Los Angeles Clippers with that Eric Gordon trade, man. Cam Whitmore, Amen Thompson. Oh, that's two All-Stars right there, brother. That's a stacked squad. You add that with El Prince Shangoon, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Jabari Smith. Oh. And they got Ime Adoka, man. Shout out to them, bruh. Just shout out to them, bro. And also, a fat winner. I basically made a rant video of them like yesterday, but it's the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies, man, oh my gosh. They landed Gigi Jackson with the second round pick. They made a lot of teams look stupid, man. Like at this point, like the Grizzlies GM just had common sense. Like, come on, you see a guy like Gigi Jackson in the second round, you just don't pass that shit up, bro. Too many teams passed up on him, man. A lot of teams are gonna regret it. All right, now the wild card. I kind of wanted to put the Lakers in the loser list because they passed up Cam Whitmore, but I felt like they kind of recovered it in the second round by taking Maxwell Lewis. Um, the Lakers, they took Jalen Hood Shafino um, with the 17th pick. Hood Shafino, he's a pretty good point guard. He's a really big point guard from out of Indiana. He could shoot. He's like a little bit of a do-it-all type of player. So they're definitely gonna get some offense. I would say he's probably a low key an upgrade of D'Angelo Russell because he can play defense. He's a versatile do it all point guard. If I were a Lakers fan, I would have been pretty mad that we passed the Cam Whitmore, but with getting Maxwell Lewis in the second round, like I would be less disappointed because Maxwell Lewis, he could definitely be a pretty good role player for sure. Brings in the energy. Um, you know, he could drive to the basket real well, kind of like a Trey Murphy type player. Pretty solid. Another wild card. Honestly, I kind of want to put the Wizards in the winner list. It's kind of like a winner such a wild card hybrid. The Washington Wizards took Bilal Coulibaly. Coulibaly, he's a very versatile player, very good defender and he's 6'8". His offensive side looks pretty promising. The way how he drives to the basket, nice athletic feel to it. He can handle the ball pretty well. He's honestly kind of like a 6'8" version of Mikal Bridges. The Wizards, honestly, if they use him right, if they are patient with him, I think they're getting a steal. Honestly, maybe the Wizards could have traded down. That's why I kind of still want to put them in a smaller wild card category. But hey, man, sometimes you want to play it safe. Make sure um, you get Bilal Coulibaly. But man, that's a solid move, man. I like Bilal Coulibaly. Um, this man went from the second round picks to going to the lottery. I mean, well deservingly so. A good defender. And then what else? Now the biggest losers, the Miami Heat. What was the Miami Heat thinking, brother? And usually the Heat gets raved as a good general manager too, Pat Riley. But Pat Riley, you are tripping with this pick, brother. Like the Heat general management is kind of getting a little bit washed. Nah, I think they're getting washed right now, bro. How do you take Jaime Jaquez over Cam Whitmore, brother? There's no way in mind, no way in the right mind that Jaquez is a better player than Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore, come on, man. Cam Whitmore is gonna be a star for sure. Jaime Jaquez, he's a solid player. I watched this man a lot at UCLA. He gets the job done. He can play respectable defense, gritty and all that. But you um, taking over Cam Whitmore, that's reaching, brother. That is wild. If I were a Miami Heat fan, I would have also been very pissed because Cam Whitmore would have been fit so perfectly with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. The Heat needed scorers, bro. Cam Whitmore, man, he's a great scorer. He could drive to the basket so well, bro. Like that's crazy. Honestly, um, to be honest, low key, if everything's all said and done, if Cam Whitmore, gets the proper development, I think he could be better than Brandon Miller, honestly. I just like the way how he gets slashed to the basket, but at the same time, he's like a big, burly, strong dude. All right, another losers, the Golden State Warriors, man. Um, in the second round, they did really good. They got Trace Jackson Davis, but again, you pass him Cam Whitmore, brother. Come, Brandon Podazaminsky. He's a big time riser. He's from Santa Clara. He can shoot the ball pretty well. I guess Santa Clara is kind of the biggest appeal of the Warriors wanting to take him. So who knows? He could prove a lot of people wrong, maybe including me. But me personally, I would have taken Cam Whitmore 9 times out of 10 over Pod for sure. Whitmore is just a different type of level, man. And Whitmore, he's only 18, so there's no legit good reasons why you should pass it Cam Whitmore, bro. Like, no good reasons. So that's why I put the Warriors in the Heat as the biggest losers of the draft. And then my Clippers. I made a fat rant video of them like yesterday. I I am so fed up with this team This team just does not care about the draft. They just treat draft night as just an afterthought. That's the reason why the Clippers have been a terrible team. Like, I'm just being like pretty honest. Like, I get it. Yeah, you want to build with the 213 era, but you could build your team even if you're in a win now mode through the draft. Just look at the San Antonio Spurs, brother. Like the Spurs, they could easily choose to ship off picks for a proven player that would have helped the Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili era, but they just built through the draft, man. Be, I believe like around 2007, 2008, they took George Hill. George Hill, a solid player, and then later on they used George Hill as an asset to trade for Kawhi Leonard. So yeah, the Spurs, they're a smart team, man. The Clippers, they need to take notes from the San Antonio Spurs, bro. They fumbled. Gigi Jackson should have been a Los Angeles Clipper with the 30th pick, bro. This is or at least the Clippers could have traded up, man. They could have traded up from 48th to get Gigi Jackson, man. Come on now. Like Gigi Jackson would help Kawhi and Paul George so much, man. I mean, as soon as I heard the Clippers tried to do the Malcolm Brogdon trade, I knew that this franchise is just so incompetent because Brogdon's a good player, but Gigi Jackson is so much better than Malcolm Brogdon for the Los Angeles Clippers. Brogdon's a good player, but again, we already have a lot of guards, man. Gigi Jackson would solve so many stuff for the Clippers. Shout out to Memphis. The Memphis, they just committed the biggest robbery in the second round of probably for at least 10 years, honestly. So yeah, I already did all the ranting for the Clippers, so I'm not gonna do it too much. All right, the Hornets are also, in my opinion, another big loser of the draft. No disrespect to the Charlotte Hornets, but man, what were you thinking by passing up Scoot Henderson? Yeah, I get it. It's quote unquote fit. But you know what, man? Screw fit, bro. In the draft, you don't think about fit. You always take the best player available 99.9% of the time because the difference between getting stars and the draft is they don't know players, they have the ego. They never play for the NBA team. So, you could just take whatever's best available. When you go for stars, they already have the ego. So, egos will clash. But when it comes to picking up the players from the draft, they have no ego because they never play. They're just, oh yeah, I want to play in the NBA. And I think the Charlotte Hornets, they fumbled by passing up Scoot Henderson because Scoot Henderson, he's a really great player. He definitely could play. Bro, this dude played NBA level competition when he's basically a high schooler, man. And you passed up on him. That's just brutal. Miller, yeah, he's a good scorer, but dude is 21 years old, turning 22, man. While Scoot, he just turned 19. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, if you want to like put fit as a factor, Scoot Henderson can honestly play the shooting guard. He could play like the Dwayne Wade type style, you know. LaMelo could be the point guard, and Scoot Henderson could just be the guy who just attacks the basket all the time. So he could do what how Dwayne Wade did for the Miami Heat. So if you want to factor fit, Michael Jordan should also thought about that too. Or maybe LaMelo Ball play point forward and Scoot runs the point guard. Worst case scenario, you could just trade one of them. You most likely trade LaMelo Ball to get a whole entire haul, and maybe get like a really good center or some stuff like that. And not to forget, the Hornets had so many opportunities to take Gigi Jackson as well too. Um, I think they fumbled, in my opinion. They took Mohamed Gouay over Gigi Jackson, which is I think that's a fumble. The Portland Trailblazers. Man, I have to give them the winner list, man. I mean, shit, they did not care about fit at all. They took Scoot Henderson regardless Damian Lillard, man. Hey, W move. Now, if you trade Scoot, that might be an L for the Blazers. Because Scoot, he's going to be special. This guy reminds me of Derrick Rose, bro. Derrick Rose mixed with Miami and LeBron. Honestly, so many teams should have traded for Scoot Henderson, in my opinion. I think the Clippers should have traded for Scoot Henderson, man. But um, I think I heard the Blazers didn't want to trade Scoot Henderson. So, hey, smart move for Portland, man. Um, Honestly, just trade Dame, rebuild around Scoot. Scoot's gonna be special. The Dallas Mavericks. I put them as a winner. The Dallas Mavericks, they got Derek Lively, aka the next Tyson Chandler. The best part is the Dallas Mavericks, they offload Davis Bertans contract. So now not only they got the next Tyson Chandler, they also offloaded Davis Bertans contract. So now they even have a way bigger cap room. So now they could sign a lot of players. Maybe they could steal Draymond Green, man. Boost that defense up. Hey, Kyrie, Luca, um, Tim Hardaway Jr., Draymond Green, Derek Lively. Who's stopping that team, brother? And also they took I forgot his name, but something OMX or something like that. I heard he from Mavs fans. He's a pretty high energy player. And they also got Rashawn Holmes. Ooh, Rashawn Holmes, bro. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. New lineup: Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, um, Draymond Green, Rashawn Holmes, Derek Lively. Ooh, the Mavs. Hey, watch out for the Dallas Mavericks. If the Mavericks go to the Western Conference Finals, or may even go to the NBA Finals, do not be surprised. Because not only they just needed defense, they needed that guy who protects the paint. And Derek Lively, oh my goodness! Imagine all the blocks he's gonna be getting, bro. He's all the things he's gonna alleviate from Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Oh my goodness! Shout out to Dallas, man. And they also offloaded Bertans' contract. Crazy. Now, the last one, the last grading would be the Oklahoma City Thunders. I put them at the wild card. Um, they actually tried to trade up for getting just to get Case and Wallace, and they take Bertans' contract. Um, I don't know how to feel about this, man. I mean, personally, I think Derek Lively would have fit pretty nice with the Oklahoma City Thunders because the Thunders they don't have like a strong big to kind of like protect the paint. Um, I mean, they got Chet Holmgren to be fair, but you could try to put a Chet Holmgren in what's his name, a Chet Holmgren, and then Derek Lively as a front court. So, and they took on Bertans' contract. I mean, they are a tanking team, so they can be patient and all that. But man, a case of Wallace and Shea Gilgeous Alexander, hey, that could be a nice front, like a back court, man. That's a good defensive back court. Kaysen could be like a Drew Holiday. Shea could just get all the buckets for you. But how's that gonna sit with J Dub though? That's the thing. But I don't know. I mean, I think it would have been better if they just kept the 12th pick, not take on a bad contract and just get Derek Lively. Or honestly, if they wanted Kaysen Wallace, I honestly thought Kaysen would probably fall a little bit lower. But who knows? Maybe Presti's onto something because Presti, he's one of the smartest general managers in the game. But anyways, let me know what you think about my biggest winners and losers of the list. Do you agree or do you disagree? And let me know what you think about my wild card too. And also, did I leave any winners or any other teams that won the draft big time or any teams that lost big time? Let me know what you think. But anyways, Clip Case 74 is signing out. Much love. Peace.